The FBI says a suspicious package was intercepted in Atlanta. CNN has issued a statement saying that the package was addressed to the cable news network. No confirmation yet on whether this is connected to the suspected pipe bomber who was arrested Friday. Our Justice correspondent Pete Williams has our other breaking news item. Pete, you've got some news on the FBI investigation into Cesar Sayoc, I understand. What more do we know there?
Right. So a couple of things, Craig. First of all, the FBI hasn't formally confirmed that this is one of Cesar Sayoc's suspected packages, but several law enforcement officials tell us they believe it is. It has all the outward appearances. So this raises a question of whether there still could be other packages beyond this in the mail, and the working assumption right now is yes. One question is, and this has been a question ever since he was arrested, did he send them all at once, or did he send them in series? Did he send a little at a time? And although we've not heard anything definitive about that, my colleague John Dienst from WNBC says law enforcement officials have told him that they believe that he did send them over a period of time and may have been sending them as recently as Thursday, the day before he was arrested. Now, one of the things that they'll obviously have been doing is looking for surveillance video to see whether they can figure out which specific post office or post offices he used and see if they can find surveillance video that shows him when and where at those post offices. They believe that he manufactured the bombs in that van, the van that had all the stickers on it that you saw when he was arrested on Friday. And they also believe that he manufactured them in there and that he was living in the van. Now, separately, the FBI has been looking at his electronic devices and looking at how he researched the people to whom bombs were sent, how he got their addresses, how he got research about them. And there are other people, they say, that he researched that have not received any devices. But the FBI believes it has what's called a duty to warn anyone like this. So they are now sending out teams to talk to what they won't give me a specific number, but they say is many people who he looked at, who he did research on. These are mostly political figures, some journalistic figures, and they're going out now and telling them, hey, we just need you to know that Cesar Sayoc did some research about you. So they're still learning a lot about him and about what he was up to. Obviously, it's very disquieting if someone receives word that he was doing research on them. But I think one of the reasons they are doing this is they can't be certain whether, in fact, he did send packages to them. So they want them to know, look, he was doing research about you the same way he was doing research about people who did have devices addressed to them, sent in the mail. And we just need you to know that he was doing research about you so that you can keep a sharp eye.
Hey, Pete, at last check, he was not cooperating with authorities. Is that still the case? Is he not saying anything?
That's my understanding.
And do they still believe that he acted alone, or is that still part of the investigation that's ongoing?
Well, it's still part of the investigation, but they have found no evidence, they say, that he was not acting alone. No indication that anyone was helping him.
All right. Our Justice correspondent, Pete Williams, with an update on the breaking news there. Pete, thank you.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.